We will now look at the origin of educational philosophy of progressivism. Progressive education could trace its origin to the philosophy of pragmatism. Pragmatists believe that reality is constantly changing and that we learn best through applying our experiences and thoughts to problems as they arise. Now, philosophy has some values, and those values within the pragmatists are that there is no absolute and unchanging truth, but rather truth is what works. Only those things that are experienced or observed are real. To them, truth, reality, goodness, and badness are all relative terms. They are proved by man's own experiences. Now, if you would look at the history more, the term progressivism actually arose from the late 1890s to the early 1920s, during which many Americans took a more careful look at the political and social effects of vast concentrations of corporate power and private wealth. Now, what actually happened is within the classroom context, there were people of varying cultural background that had different beliefs and different needs within the classroom context, and the system was basically trying to get them to achieve some level of cultural uniformity within the 1830s. So they were more focused on getting all of these students to achieve cultural uniformity and not diversity. Now, near the end of the 19th century, a series of reform movements known collectively as progressivism gained momentum and soon made an impact on the politics, culture, journalism, social services, and education in the United States. It arose in reaction to the problems created by dramatic increase in the urbanization and industrialization that characterized the second half of the 1800s. The term progressive was engaged to distinguish this education from the traditional European or Euro-American curricula of the 19th century. It is a theory that urges the liberation of child from the traditional emphasis on rote learning, lesson recitation, and book authority. So basically, progressivism looks at the whole child as an individual. They look at the needs of the child. They focus on the child as an individual and not on the teacher or any other aspects. The needs of the child is the main focus.
Created using Powtoon.